Okay. Yo, what's good, Tristans? And Tris fam! Today, we're going to be reacting to Positions by Ariana Grande, which is the lead single for her new album coming out October 30th, also called Positions. Before we get started, be sure to check me out Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. But without further ado, let's just go. I've been waiting for this. Whoa. That cinematography is lit.
Heaven sent you to me. I'm just hoping I don't repeat history.
We got a different sound from her today.
Boy, I'm trying to meet your mama on a Sunday. The nigga I love on a Monday. Never need no one else, babe. 'Cause I'll be switching in positions for you. Picking in the kitchen and I'm in the bedroom. I don't need a lift, they say I'm pumping through holes. All my love infinite, nothing I wouldn't do, but I won't do. Switching for you, perfect. The nigga I love on a Monday. Never need no one else, babe. 'Cause I'll be positions for you.
We've got a completely different way that she's approaching her voice now. Now she's in like a much lighter space with her voice, but also she's keeping it dark. It's not full, it's light, but it's also dark. She's switching up her vocal style. I think that's what this is about, right? It's not about, right? This is almost R&B. It is though. Ooh. There's a high note. Dude, that's so cool. That high note. Okay, I said earlier how she's exploring a different part of her voice, but that high note was very typical Ariana. You hear that high note style from her almost everywhere. Dude, I like that really classy whistle note she just threw in there. It's really tasteful. She's just like, yeah, I'm gonna hit that. Dude, this is real smooth. This is definitely more R&B to me, which is something that I don't think we've really heard from her. That's cool. So I'm obviously not Ariana, but I just want to give you guys an idea of how she's approaching her voice so that when you're singing this song, maybe you can do a very similar thing with your voice. So the way she's approaching her voice here, like I said, is different, for example, from the way she's approaching her notes in this is completely different from the way she's approaching her notes in Positions. She's hitting these bigger notes, right? Hit it in the morning, yeah. But now she's not there at all. Now her voice is in this light, breathy, airy place that is a little bit darkened, but not too much.
But I get tired of running.
Her voice is kind of loose, her jaw is kind of loose. And with that kind of looseness, you kind of want to feel the sound in the back of your throat a little bit. And it's not really that it's getting throaty. A lot of times vocal coaches say that something in the back of your throat is bad, but it's helpful sometimes to think that if you want to lift your soft palate. Her soft palate is relatively lifted here. That's what takes that light sound that she's singing with from not sounding overly brightened, is that soft palate lift.
Fuck it, now I'm running with you.
So she's not singing you, which is less of a soft palate lift. You. It's lifted. Yo. And it's almost like she's not even singing ooh. She's singing yeah. That's actually a cool way of thinking about it. She's always singing yeah. Right? Even those notes at the top there, she's not going super hard on those. Those are like a 4 out of 10 in volume or so. You, oh. There she's singing more of an ooh, because as you go up, well, it gets complicated, but as you go up higher in pitch, if you want to maintain that sort of 4, maybe 5 out of 10 in volume, singing more of an ooh on your vowels can help pull back the volume. A lot of this chorus, she's right in between her head and her chest voice, so it's super light. And a lot of times when you're trying to sing quietly, especially because she's doing it right at the part of the voice where most female singers have trouble around this C5, it's tough to maintain that quiet volume. And a lot of times it's sort of counterintuitive, but singing quietly, especially in this part of your range, takes a lot of support in a sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if you're not sort of adding that extra amount of energy onto these notes, yeah, yeah, it's just going to sound pinched and strained. As she's up in that upper part of her voice, she is actually closing her vowels down a little bit more. Right? The lower part is a little bit drunk and relaxed and chilled, but as she goes up, she does kind of close those vowels down and give them a little bit of a to them, which makes it sound a little bit more closed than she does in the lower part of her voice. Ooh. I love the way she's doing those notes. The more I listen to this. She goes up high. If you're able to get up that high with your voice, congratulations. But I know that most people can't. It's a really good idea to practice that note much, much lower in your range. But once you are practicing and you're working on the note, you could try practicing the whole thing as an ooh, because that's basically where her voice is coming from in this. So she's not going, which is going to get you into trouble if you're trying to do this up too high. For you. But if you try and do that super high up, it's going to be way too much. And it could also be potentially dangerous, depending on how you're approaching the note. So how you want to approach this note as you're going up there is just imagine the whole thing is an ooh. And then try and slowly move that ooh towards an I'm not for you. For you, oh, or wherever she's singing at the end. That's basically the note. If you're able to get up that high, congratulations. Most of you are going to have to start working on this at a much lower pitch, or you're never going to get there. You got to start low and work it up. Anyway, the important takeaways. Neutral mouth, drunk jaw in the lower part of your range, good amount of breath, keep it light, keep it dark. Mid part of your range, close the vowels down, go towards an ooh. Sometimes closing your mouth can help, but you might not. Maybe you can do it with your mouth open. It's just going to depend on where you are with your voice. And that's basically this song in a nutshell. Overall, I like this song a lot. It's a really nice change from her vocally, I think. I haven't heard her sing this way, actually. I don't know if I've ever heard her sing this way, specifically. I've heard her get kind of close, but I've never heard her sing exactly in this way. It's just interesting. She's always doing something a little bit different with her voice, and I think that's what is keeping her so fresh. Like every time you hear her, she is doing something slightly different, isn't she? But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed my reaction. Until next time, Tristan and Tris fam, peace out.